My name is Dr. Jeffrey Swada. You can call me Dr. Swada. I am the director of the undergraduate food science program, as well as the advisor for the food science program. I've been here for about 5 years with the food science program since I started here at MSU. Well, have you eaten today? Well, hopefully you have eaten today, or you'll probably eat today at some point. So if you think about anything in the grocery store, a food scientist has been involved in that. So what we try to do is with food science is it's a very multidisciplinary field. So we have you look at the basic STEM courses, things like introductory food science. We do things like chemistry, microbiology, engineering, biosystems engineering, etc. And then you have a deep dive into food chemistry, sensory science, food engineering, product development, etc. And what we really want you to do is be set up to enter the food industry. Be employed by the food industry, set up by you easily transition into the food industry. Many of our students come from other majors like packaging, biosystems engineering, nutritional sciences, etc. And what's cool is you can either do minors or double major in a lot of these before mentioned degrees. So it's pretty flexible and interchanges well with other programs. Why do students come to food science? Well, it's really because students say that you get to work with the food. You get to come up with ideas, touch the food, process the food, make a new product, and you get to eat it, right? So you have that hands-on approach with food science. And you can rest assured that there's more jobs in the food industry than we have graduates. So you could have fun, eat along the way, and also have a job waiting for you upon graduation. Yes. So we try to be very flexible. We have our core food science courses, the food chemistries, the food microbiologies, but then we have what I call as icing on the cake, concentrations that really allow you to focus on a certain area, but all of the concentrations really allow you to get a job in the food industry. So we have basic science, food business, food packaging, and food technology. Basic food science is really for those going to graduate school, pre-med, pre-dental. It's more of the science-focused concentration. You take higher level biochemistry, higher level chemistry courses. For food business, it's for those students who want to work with food, but maybe want to help distribute the food, market it. You take marketing courses, advertising courses. You could take finance, accounting, really a whole host of business courses, tailored to food science. We also have food packaging. We have a great partnership with the School of Food Packaging right across the street from us, where you can learn about things like papers and plastics and metals, glasses, and all different things that go into packaging throughout the food industry. Our last but not least concentration is food technology. It focuses on food processing, focuses on things like quality assurance, but it's also very flexible. So if you don't really fit into one of these concentrations, we could work closely together and create, kind of tweak the food technology concentration to help you get where you want to be in the food industry upon graduation. Well, we have around 160 to 180 majors, but we also have students within our minors. We have a beverage science and technology minor and a food processing and technology minor. And what's cool about our program is, it's not huge, but it's not really small. It's a really decent sized program. So as you get into your food science courses, you get to have really hands-on interactions with instructors, TAs, to really make you get the most out of the program. So most of our students go right into the food industry. And when I say food industry, you could work for a very small, private kind of mom and pop company, all the way up to like the big food industry, like Kellogg, Kraft, PepsiCo, Del Monte, the big companies out there. And when you think about the food industry, there's a lot of job opportunities. You could be a product developer, a quality assurance technician. You could be a food engineer. So there's a lot to do in the food industry, depending on what you're interested in. We also have students that just are more entrepreneurial, right? So they want to create their own business, work for themselves. We've had some examples. One of our students created Bon Bon Bon, a Bon Bon company out in Detroit. She's kind of taking over Michigan. We also have another graduate who works in an edible insect company, creating things like cricket flowers. This way, we can incorporate that into consumer food products. Outside of the food industry, you have people like myself who are in academics, research and teaching, etc. There's also the whole governmental sector, things like the FDA, the USDA, working with different sectors of the government. In terms of placement rate, we have over a 96% placement rate. And when we think about this, again, everybody has to eat. So no matter the economic downturn, no matter what's going on in the world, there's always a demand for our students, upon graduation. So it's always a good time to, be a food scientist from a job perspective.